Whoa, 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 ho, 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 ho. What is up, WACC people? Yo, what's up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in and getting more of this WACC wisdom this week. I am, of course, hoping that everybody has an amazing day as always. I am your honorable host, OCT Octavius Haye, and this is the WACCast podcast that you're listening to. What's up, everybody? So without further ado, let's talk WACC to 'em. And of course, we gotta start back with what we started with last week. Kim and Kanye and Kim, the West family. They're going through some drama, y'all. I mean, it was already talking about how Kanye did not want Kim to be put north, or any of their children for that matter, on social media. He didn't agree with it as a parent. And it has blown over to a whole thing. Now Kanye saying Kim thought that, or Kim's accusing him of putting a hit out on her, and just he's posting all this stuff, putting her family's agreeing with him and wanting Yeezys, and Kim's coming out saying she's the main provider, she makes the decisions. It's been a hot mess, man. What could have been just a nice little amicable divorce has now become a hot mess. Now, if you remember last episode, I was saying that Kanye was kind of doing this to get back at Kim. I still do believe it to some degree. He wants her back, she don't want him back. I do believe that. I mean, there's even been reports that he won't even help with finalizing the separation. Saying instead of saying that they're married, they're separated. He won't sign off on that, which is prolonging the divorce. So I don't think he wants a divorce. I do think he wants his family back. But two things can be true at the same time. He can want his family back and doesn't want a divorce. And he can even possibly be using this, hyping this up at a bigger level, or talking about this in public, something that's being private, to get back at Kim. And he can also honestly just not want his kids on social media, which he has said. Now, there was some posts of some allegedly were supposed to be some comments being made towards Northwest, pretty much asking her for money. I think even Cardi B, maybe because of this, went ahead and started looking at what's on her daughter's page, Culture, and there was a lot of mean comments. And so she, I think she made it private or something like that. And I gotta agree. I tend to agree. When you're that young of an age, what you need to be on social media for? World's a scary, ugly, mean place. I do believe in sheltering your kids. My mother sheltered me, even though we grew up in the hood. I had some sense of sheltering with my mom. It wasn't until I started getting older, like middle school, and kids was exposing me to more stuff that I became more aware of my surroundings. But as far as my mom, she never brought that in. I never thought of us as being hood, or not hood, but in the hood. We just was regular family. We would go out to different places. Like we would go to fun, nice places, nice restaurants and stuff like that. But I say all that to say, I totally understand and agree with sheltering your child. I really do. And I think that Kanye is right in that regard. But I also think Kim, she's saying she's monitoring it, and North doesn't have access to it. She has access to it, and she's arguing her point of view. I get where Kim's coming from, but I do tend to think that, like I said last episode, when you're co-parenting, sometimes you gotta, it's give and take. It's both of your children. And if he doesn't like this, and it's not hurting her, it's not hurting the child, I get you wanting to be creative, but there's more ways, there's more than one way to be creative. And if Kanye's just not liking this right now, then maybe you just stop it for right now. And when she gets a couple years older, maybe teenage age, you revisit it and you talk to Kanye. And y'all have a conversation. Maybe she's tried that and he's just not willing to talk because he just wants to go on rants. Kanye, he'll have his moment where he goes on his rants. He gets his little thing and he takes off with it. And that's possibly what we're seeing right now from Kanye. I don't know. But I do know one thing, like I said last week, this is really messed up for all of their children, that this has to be so ugly. And Kanye has filed. He asked, I don't know who that dude was, he asked somebody for Kim's number and gave it to him. And then he gonna add him and post it and thank him. Like, bro, don't put me on blast. Don't be snitching on me, bro. Why is you snitching on me, Kanye? Yeah, Kanye was definitely snitching on people helping him out. So funny that Kim's family, like, is it safe to get the Yeezys from this app? Like, give your bike. Everybody, they trying to get their free pair of Yeezys to all this. They like, I agree with you, Kanye. Where them Yeezys at? Oh man, this is a hot mess. It's crazy. It's a mess as most things are from Kanye. I do find it funny how many people who will be mad at Kanye and the other time, like, he gets on these like righteous verdicts and everybody's like, oh, he's so right. you know, but then he'll say some other stuff you don't like, or he'll like fall back on something, and nobody ever talks about that. I don't know, it's weird. Kanye has this weird effect where he can just ramble like a crazy person, and people think, oh yeah, he's speaking truth, but what you don't realize is he's speaking truth for himself. And I do agree with a lot of his sentiments, but it's never for people. It's for what Kanye, you're not doing this for me. It's not fair. I think he's a very selfish person. I think he's a loving, caring person too. But I do think a lot of what frustrates him is only about himself. He's not really frustrated about issues in the black community as a whole, unless it relates to him. And then he brings up, I think Charlamagne said it best. It's like he only brings up his black card whenever it's something's going on with him that he's mad about. So I think that's something that we should all be looking at and thinking about as a whole. But yeah, like I said last week, hopefully they can work this out because they got kids, and this has just become a hot, messy topic. It was funny, somebody said his All the Lights verse, that became a reality when he can't see his daughter and the family hates him and all that stuff. And he even said he wanted back in that song too. So yeah, it's just getting hot and crazy. I'm not 100% on Kanye's side. I had somebody on Instagram say like he's being a good father, and I do see that's the narrative that he's running with. And he was like, my mama kept me away from my dad, and that does happen. And like I said, I can see that possibly being part of it. But I don't know, man. With Kanye, it always seems like there's this selfish ulterior motive with him. I just can't just believe him face value. I always think, what do you want from this, Kanye? What are you gaining from this? You know, I know you can say, oh, his kids. Yeah, but I think he wants Kim. I really do. I think that if Kim was with him, this wouldn't be an issue. He wouldn't be blowing up like this. You know, I just think he wants Kim back. He thought he didn't want it back, and he realized he do want it. Even though he with this chick, he giving all these gifts and stuff. I wonder how she feel about it, because, dang, why you keep, like, you know, pressing your ex? I mean, I guess it's about the kids, so I guess that's what she's okay with. But then she also gotta look, it's like, dang, he putting all their problems on blast. Is that somebody you want to be with? But he bought her and her friends, like, I don't know, some expensive bags. So maybe she okay with it. You know, some of them be like, yeah, it's fair trade. I get taken care of. You can be a little crazy. You know, I think she's an up and coming actress, so she's not like at that big level yet. So she's like, all right, do what you gotta do, Kanye. So I feel on that. Yeah, though, once again, get it together for the kids.
It's the WACCast podcast. Yeah. Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me. Yeah. Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me. It's the WACCast podcast. Yeah. Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me. Yeah. Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.